I want to share lots of stuff with you today. We will not be making a project. So if this is the type of video that you don't really care for, that you just like projects, then this might be something that's not for you. I do appreciate it if you stick around to watch anyways, because I think there are lots of great ideas. What I will be sharing is the things that I've brought home from OnStage, and that is going to include swap cards, which we'll go through very quickly. I have some exclusive gifts that were from Stampin' Up. I'll show you a little bit of the new catalog products that I received, and I'll top it off with some gifts that I've received for some of my best friends. And I can't reiterate enough how much it is. I'm blessed by being a member of the Stampin' Up family and the community that has been built here in the Stampin' Up community. And some of my very best friends are demonstrators from all around the world. So I'm excited to share some of that love with you guys. And I also want you to feel like you have a personal invitation to join my Stampin' Up family, my Stampin' Up team. The invitation is always there extended. So if you have any questions, don't ever hesitate to contact me and ask me about it, because we really are just it's a family. It's a family thing. So let's get started. And if you have any questions along the way, I'll be looking at the comments and I'll be happy to answer everything that I can. Thanks, Kathy. I'm so happy to be home. So that reminds me to start off talking about being home. My husband and my two kids picked me up last night at the airport, and it looked like everything was pretty much under control whenever I got home. I stashed some things away here in my craft room, just, walking in and putting them and walking back out, because at that point it was all about the kids and getting the kids whatever they needed. It was late. It was nearly 8 p.m., which is late for my children to be up. They were a bit out of sorts because I was away and I've come back, and now they're up after they should be. And my oldest son, Trip, he's got bronchitis, so he's had to go see the doctor and get some antibiotics, and so he's not feeling good either. So it was all about the kids. And then coming back home, today, once everybody got off to school, and yes, Trip did go back to school because he had a certain amount of days off and then he had to go back, then I walk into my craft room. And once I actually took a look in here, I was quite surprised that I had a visitor in my craft room while I was gone. So I know it was Nate. I'm positive. I know it had to be Nate, because there are some things that Nate is very characteristic of. And one of them is he has a very strong attraction to our little pots of embossing powder. They are all gone. Most of them have been dumped on the floor, which, when you dump it on carpet, it's not so easy to see, but I have found it. And on my work surface here, there was embossing powder just sprinkled everywhere. That's my Nate. I have not found the 6 little pots that, the little vial jars that the embossing powder comes in. But I know I'll find them at some point. Nathaniel! That's my Nate. But anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you guys, because he is a really, really silly boy. He likes the turning of the little pots, and then, of course, inside is magic sand, right? That's my Nate. Other than that, he's broken a few things, nothing that can't be replaced. He's rearranged a few things, but I was able to put them back. And I was able to run the vacuum cleaner in here real quickly and get up any of that stray embossing powder. And when Nate comes back in, then he's going to come looking, I'm sure, to see what Mommy has changed up. I also know that he got into my little supply of my treats, because I try to keep these little tiny treat boxes filled with some shreddy and some candies. And then there's a decoration on the top. And I know for certain this one was filled with candies when I left. It's gone. And my chair, with my chair being white, I have found some chocolate handprints all over the chair. Nate was here for sure. If you guys follow, Nate was here. He was here. So Mommy was here too, and Mommy cleaned it all up. All right, so getting to the OnStage experience, I can share that I was one of 6 people that stayed together in a condo. It was really affordable for us to travel in this way and meet up together, and it was a wonderful bonding experience. I got to see some and stay with some of my very best friends and meet some new friends as well. And we actually had 2 condos. There were enough of us to fill up 2 condos. They were 3 stories high, 3 bedrooms, 3 whole baths. I would encourage you that if you have the opportunity to get together with your friends in some kind of a warm and friendly environment, to just do it. Going in on a condo is something easy to do, and it's more affordable than paying for your own hotel room. It's a wonderful sharing, bonding experience as well. So the whole time I was there, I was with my sister and all of my very good friends, and it was fantastic. So I'll go right into some of the things that I've gotten from Stampin' Up! As part of the OnStage experience. The first thing was a box, and if you follow social media, you probably have already seen this box around. This is, I'll give you a little bit more close-up, and this is kind of the profile. It looks like a gift, and it is a gift, but it looks like it has gift ribbon. This is not just some little flimsy box. This box is extremely well made. And of course it has the beautiful 30th anniversary logo on it. And when opened up, there's a lovely message, and I don't believe you're going to be able to read it because it's reversed, but it says, "We thank you." It says, "As we celebrate 30 years of Stampin' Up, we thank you for loving what you do, living creatively, and sharing what you love." And it is in 3 different languages. So this box contained a piece of tissue paper. I've still got it here. And inside the box was this special tote bag. And this tote bag it's in the same style of what Stampin' Up! Has been the last couple of years. And this one has lots of special, beautiful things that are part of the 30th anniversary artwork. And so this bag gets well loved, well used. It is reversible. And you can see the inside, it's got like a polka dot. So this is a very, very nice gift. And also, when we were able to pick up our bag, then there were some things inside the tote bag. And I'll show you what those are. There are always, usually, I say always, but I'll say there are generally some of little pens and notepads. And this is my favorite color, this Tiffany blue. I absolutely love it. It's almost like Coastal Cabana, but I like just a little bit more blue than green. But this is a wonderful little lined notebook. There were 3 of these books in the bag. I don't know where the other 2 are. I'll have to chase them down later. But I always kept one handy to take down notes because Stampin' Up! Offers so much wonderful information as we go along through the convention process. I have lots more things. I'll share everything. There was a little booklet inside the bag, and it gave us lots of information to follow along. and information. Let me see what I can find. Information about the venue and a little bit more of a detailed, I guess it would be a schedule. And so this was also inside the bag. And I qualified to attend center stage. So center stage attendees were given the catalog in advance and the celebration brochure, as well as a special gift for center stage attendees. So this is a very beautiful, can you see the shiny foil on the back? And this is just made out of paper, but it's very heavyweight. It has a very sticky, gummy texture to it. And here are the other two notebooks. I knew they were around someplace. So I'll give you a look at those. One of them has grid, which that's what I design on, is the little grid. And one of them is a lined calendar. It's an empty calendar book. That way you can make up your own calendar as you go. Also, there was a special gift for center stage attendees, and that was a bone folder. I haven't opened it yet, but I will open it for you now. It is engraved with Center Stage 2018. I know that it's backwards. I apologize for it being backwards. And it says Stampin' Up on the other side. And so this was something that was a nice surprise, a special gift. And it was inside the black bag. So I'll have a special bone folder that will always mean a little something more to me because I received it at center stage. We have the catalog, which by now you may have already heard that there's going to be a new type of stamps, but I'll show you the catalog first. This is a look at how beautiful the catalog is. And there's lots of new product on the front of the catalog. So if you really look closely, you'll see some of those items. And the celebration brochure, which is really amazing. You guys are going to love it. If you have not yet, this is going to be something you're going to enjoy looking at. And by the way, if you need a catalog, then contact me. You can do that by sending me an email, a private message. You can comment on this video, any of the above, and I will be sure to get you catalogs as soon as they are available to ship out. Also, by attending an actual event, then we are able to order some products that are from a special list, and we can get those before they're available for general pre-order. And this is what the product purchase premiere looks like. I can't show you anything else besides this because it is top secret. But what I can show you is some of the products that I got. Now, also in my bag, let's clean up a little bit of stuff here. Also in my bag is a badge. And sometimes it's a different type of badge. This year it was I guess this is fabric and vinyl, and it's on a string. And they always give us a name badge. Or a piece of paper to go inside. And then there are ribbons to be able to distinguish what your achievements are. So this is the badge that is from my team. I gave all my attending team members a badge to clip onto their lanyard. And then I've got these beautiful little mini buttons. I'll give you a close-up look at them that my friend Charlotte created and gave out. Amazing, amazing. I am awe of everything she does, but these are so cute. So tiny little mini buttons. We've got the Stampin' Up 30th anniversary artwork, the Stampin' Up logo, and then this one here says, "Will work for stamps." Isn't that just great? I adore it. And then there's a little pocket in the front. There is a pocket in the back with a Velcro. And I used a tiny little kangaroo pin, you can see here, to make sure that my ribbons did not fall off. And the kangaroo pin is a gift courtesy of my new friend Jackie McGee. And Jackie McGee is a gorgeous person, and she's so very kind, and was giving out lots of swaps with tiny little gold kangaroo pins on it. Thank you, Anne-Marie. I absolutely love all of this stuff. It's just fantastic. And one of the things that we found about the whole process, hey Carolyn, I'm so glad you see. I missed you so much at OnStage. That's kind of what we're talking about today, is the OnStage experience. One of the things that we found out first at Center Stage is that Stampin' Up! Is changing the way that they have their stamps. There will be no more wood mount stamps or clear mount stamps. Instead, they're switching over to cling stamps or something that's photopolymer. If you have a big background stamp, they're going to continue to let you order a wood block if you like. That's a bit of a different sort of animal than a smaller stamp, so it makes a difference. But here is a quick look at the information that we were given, and all of this information is going to be coming out in the form of graphics and shared information. But we did get a little test of what the new cling stamps are, and it's the same rubber stamp, but it is, hi Karen, thank you so much for sharing, but it is in the sticker where the difference is. And the top part of the sticker is going to actually stick to the block, and then you'll have to carefully peel it. So there will be no need anymore for creating a stamped image by not having the sticker. You'll be able to see things better with the sticker on. So that was a really big piece of news that was very much received by everyone, because we get these stickers in our stamp sets, but we don't use them because it doesn't help them to stick to the blocks. They kind of resist a little bit. So this is another innovation from Stampin' Up! That I'm very, very happy to see. Here is an all attendee giveaway, and I know that the light may distort it a little bit, but this is a tool case, and it's exclusive with the 30th anniversary artwork. There's a little pocket in the front. This was given out to all the people that attended, and look how gorgeous the back is. Just beautiful. The front is big enough to put my hand in, so it's big enough to really put some nice things in. It has a double zipper. That means there's one coming from each direction where you can meet it in the middle. And inside, what am I keeping in it, Pam? Well, I don't have anything in it yet because I just arrived home last night. So I will be putting a pair of paper snips, and I will probably keep lots of stamped images that need to be fussy cut, because right now I currently use empty stamp cases you can kind of hear the DSP. I think right now it's got Santa pieces inside, and I carry those with me whenever my children have their therapy appointments. Both of my children are special needs, and we go to lots of different things like occupational therapy and physical therapy, speech therapy, therapy. There are lots of things for me to carry around. And when I first got my hands on this, immediately I knew that it was going to be something that would be my to-go pack. If I keep it stocked up with an extra set of watercolor pencils and some cutting tools, so I'll have coloring and cutting, and then just take it to go, it will be absolutely perfect. That's what I plan to do with it. Now it has a zipper pack in the middle that is attached, and there's nothing back behind it but a nice heavy backing, so it will be firm. This side has room for some long things to slip in, such as pencils or scissors. And on the back we have more as well. These would also work really well for Stampin' Write markers. Stampin' Blends may fit in, but I have not tried that yet. And we have another zipper pouch on the other side. So once it folds out, it's rather large. And once it folds in, it tucks in nicely together. So this is something that I very, very much appreciate. We also received a bag that is like a fold-up travel bag. It's blue and white and Coastal Cabana. And I don't have that to show right now because I actually used it. Because I had so many gifts and so many things from OnStage coming home, I needed to split my baggage up into 2 instead of 1. So I've already used the travel bag that was given by Stampin' Up, and I'm so thankful that I've got it. But the artwork on it, you know, just kind of mimics these colors, and blue is my favorite, so I'm so excited to have all of the blues this time around. We have lots of things that were for make and takes, and I'm going to run through those really quickly. But before I do that, here is one of the table decorations. If I turn it backwards, you can see it perfectly. One of the table decorations. What in the world? Something fell. And it's a piece of paper. It must want to come first, so we'll show that first. But this was one of the table decorations. It's double foam, and so excited. Pam says, you said others had to do that. This came home in my luggage. I had it all stuffed nicely inside this box because it was a nice firm box. That way I was able to take some delicate items, although this is really, really firm. And this will find a special place in my craft room for the rest of the 30th anniversary. I'll be displaying it out, so that was a lot of fun. I would thank my sister Joanne for grabbing it for me. And while we're there at OnStage, if you've been there, then I'm sure that you already have an idea of what it's like. But if you haven't been to OnStage, then we have these little packets of project that we're given. And then in the middle of the table, there are the supplies to complete whatever the project is. So I have, looks like 6 of them here. And I'll just show you very quickly. Oh, I have 5. Yep, there are 5 of them here. I might have missed one, but I think maybe this is it. And I don't have the names of these handy. It doesn't have the name on them, and I don't have them opened up yet. I did not do the actual make and takes because I ordered the products that we would be able to get from the make and takes, and I'll be able to make those on my own. But this is a beautiful new suite that all has to do with needlepoint, and it has the papers inside here. All I would need to do is add the stamps and the embellishments. And I did order this. It will come on my pre-order. Here is another one, and look at those gorgeous, absolutely beautiful florals. These are all unopened. Here's another one, and I can see that this is going to be a fast favorite. It has a Valentine's Day theme, but it's not a Valentine's Day product. It is going to be really versatile. And here's a look at some of the paper that's inside. It has soft sea foam, and then there's a lot of crumb cake. So it's just going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous combination. And this is going to be another hit. It's a birthday cake. And there is a punch that goes with it. And the last one is Father's Day. And it is, I forget the name of it, but it says something with garage. And it came with a mini pizza box. So this would actually be for a 3D item. And on the table with all of these items, one of the days we were there was a free gift from Paper Pumpkin. And inside this little brochure is a special thank you. And it is a window decal. So this is something that I can peel off. I'll have to have a look at how it works. Probably get my husband to do it. But it says, I heart Paper Pumpkin. And I don't think you'll be able to see it through here, but it's one of those decals where you put it on the back window of your vehicle. And that was a free gift from Paper Pumpkin. So that will definitely be going on the back of my minivan. I'm a minivan mom. I cart the kids around, and the minivan is usually the one I drive. So I will definitely proudly display my I Heart Paper Pumpkin. Speaking of all the products, I think we should now have a look. Whenever you're at an OnStage event, there are prize patrols, and then there are all attendee giveaways. And then if you are part of a special program, then there are giveaways for that special program, such as the bone folder for going to center stage. And also at center stage, there was a business talk and some swag, I guess you want to call it swag, but it's a necklace that has the little center stage icon on it. And there were some lollipops and fun things like that around. We're going to get right into it now with the products. These are new products, not available right now. This is the stuff that I got from OnStage as a gift. This is a pack of paper that's called Gingham Gala, and I'll open it up to show you. I know it's loud. I'm sorry for the loud crinkly noise, but I'll kind of fan it out here, and you can see that there are 5 different colors of gingham, and on the other side it has a smaller pattern. Really gorgeous, really gorgeous. I think maybe this is the point where I should flip the camera down so that you can have a better look at what the items are, because this view is going to have a reflection of the glass of the window here in front of me. So I think I'll flip the camera over just so that you can get a really nice look. And I've gotten all my items from there, except for this little package of saltwater taffy that was from my DDM, which is Jessica Werner. And this was so nice of the DDM members to give all the council members. I'm in the northeast area of the DDM area, and I'm on the DDM council for the northeastern United States. And so I got a very special handmade card with a absolutely heart-pounding note inside, and a packet of saltwater taffy. And my husband is going to love eating this taffy because he is a big taffy fan. So let's switch around the camera. And first thing we'll do is get a better look at this paper. It's very soft and very springy. So you can see that the yellows, well, I got a little purple in there. The yellows have a large and a small gingham design. And these are designed to go along with a suite that has to do with butterflies. So this is going to work perfectly. The colors are Balmy Blue, Daffodil Delight, Grapefruit Grove, Highland Heather, Lemon Lime Twist, and of course it goes with Whisper White. Gingham Gala is the name. And here are some brand new stamp sets, and these are in the new Cling fashion. This is a stamp set that I received as a center stage attendee. That means that if you are of a certain level in the Stampin' Up Stampin' Up family, then if your title is a certain level, then you get to attend special events. And this was a advanced copy of a special stamp set that will be available very soon, only to demonstrators. So this is something that you can decorate either cards or envelopes. There's so many wonderful things. And I really love that it says, "Welcome to the team. Handmade by your biggest cheerleader." Amazing. This is going to really be fun. And it will only be available to demonstrators. So if you are not a demonstrator, then if you join the Stampin' Up, you will be able to get this with no problem. And here's a look at what the new cling stamps are. This is absolutely the same as it's always been. And you would peel off the back, and when you peel off, then it results with the little, you know, kind of a tacky surface. But where the difference is here in the stickers. So the stickers are no longer sticky on one side and smooth on the other. Instead, we have sticky on both sides. And so I would take this and put it on here, and then I could simply discard the rubber that was left over, because these stamps will now stick to the inside of my case, and they will stick perfectly onto the blocks that we use. Whether it's a Stamparatus or whether it's a clear block, it will not come off until you want it to come off, which is just perfect. But this is a wonderful little stamp set called Stamping Your Way to the Top. And here is another all attendee giveaway. Its stamp set is called Humming Along. There will be framelits that match this. So if you like the look of hummingbirds, which I of course do, you guys know anything to do with a bird stamp is for me, then this beautiful hibiscus as well. And it looks like it is a thank you, a get well, and a birthday set all in one. So there's going to be lots of ways to color this gorgeous little hummingbird. And wait till you see the framelits. You guys are going to adore the framelits. Here is another stamp set, and this is a photopolymer. So, of course, there are no labels. The photopolymer stamps have not changed. These are just regular stamps the way they have been. And this is a distinctive stamp set, and it's the first one that has been in photopolymer. So if I'll bring this really close and see if you can tell that the little tiny dots in here give it a dimension. And then it'll be a two-step stamp. So this is really going to be fun to play with. And so we have friendship, and I think it's pretty much just a friendship and a general greeting type of stamp set. But I love it. It's beautiful. These lines are going to be really gorgeous. So much fun stuff. Amazing. And it's brand new. It won't be available until after the first of the year. And the last stamp set that I have is a celebration stamp set called Lovely Lattice. And this is a big stamp, quite large image. You can see here. And it comes also with a small flower. And then this looks like it's a bit of stitching, like a kind of like how a serger machine looks on the edge of a seam. And this is absolutely stunning. The detail is something that you're probably not going to be able to see on a video. You'll have to see it in person. But this is a celebration reward. I got this for Prize Patrol, and it would be something that you could earn. And it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm now ready to show you the swap cards. Are you ready? Now, if you guys want any additional information about any of these swap cards, I'll be happy to give it to you if I have it. But because there are so many, I'm going to be going through them in a pretty quick fashion. The first card is created by Tammy Perkins. And I'll hold them at an angle so that the light doesn't distort everything. This card is from Judy Staten. And this is a fun fold. I can't wait to open this up and try it. This is from Sarah Fleming, a very good friend of mine. So pretty. Rosemarie Gonzalez. If you'd like me to hold them higher, just let me know. I can do that. This is inspired by Connie Stewart, but created by Stephanie Ferrara. Gina Cardera. This one is Sue McDonald. Sandra Roberts from the UK. This one I really like. I like how she's gotten that black mixed in. Amanda Cardera. Here's one from my very good friend Marcy Denning. And most of the cards are inside of a clear envelope, and that's what the glare would be if you see a glare. This one is not marked, but it was really, really pretty. This is Tracy Bish. This one's not marked, but it is also a very gorgeous card. And this is Debbie Rice. She's in New York. This is from my friend Jackie McGee. She is from Australia. And this is another one of those little gold kangaroo pins. And inside, I think, is a chocolate. I'm not sure. But she's done a nice bit of coloring here. Here's another Jackie from the same person. She has a calendar here, which I thought was amazing. I love this, and I will be putting this out in my work area. It's a calendar for next year. And that's another one from Jackie McGee. I'll save this one because that one's going to be needed to come out. Here is an absolutely gorgeous card in blacks and grays. This is from Judy Pinner. Don't you guys just love this? Gorgeous. They're all gorgeous. Some of them just attract my eye a little bit more than others. This is Angie McKenzie. And she's even put an envelope in here with envelope art. Isn't that amazing? And these colors are great. Angie always comes up with very, very nice color combinations and inspiration. This is from Lynn Ernst. We have Joanne Ward. Here is a card from Suzanne Netz. She's from Canada. She goes by Sunny Stampin'. This is Marcia Johnson. The little thunk sound you hear is me putting the cards into a box. This is from Chris Smith. And Shelley Darcy. Here is one of the cards from Kylie Bertucci. And another Kylie, and another Kylie, and another Kylie. They were just handing me a bunch of them, and I've brought them all. So we have lots of fun art ideas here from Kylie. And these are full cards. Really, really pretty. Okay, the next bag I'm going to open up. I'm going through these as quickly as I can. Here is a little 3D item made by Julie DiMatteo. And I've got a few more in here that are 3D items that I can pull out really quickly. I'm going to push these off to the side. This had a button on it. I believe it was from Charlotte. So some of the little mini buttons that I got from Charlotte were attached to this little piece of paper here. This is a candy, and it doesn't say exactly who made it. I can't remember, but I really like how these colors work well together. And here is this little 3D item by Julie. She's got some Velcro on here. And it is a tiny refrigerator magnet made out of DSP. Isn't that great? I could even stick it to my Archon mount. I know you might not be able to see that, but it totally sticks. Isn't that cool? So cool. And it was on a little piece of paper that Julie has her information on. She does the best 3D. Amazing stuff. And this is a little Post-it note holder. And this is created by Pam Irwin. And Pam and I actually got to sit next to each other on the flight to Orlando, which was a lot of fun. It made an otherwise very quiet and non-eventful transition to Florida be much better with her company. So I was very, very thankful. And she also had another one that I'll come across whenever I find it. Maybe it's this. Yes, this one is from Pam as well. And this looks like it's a little notepad. Very, very pretty. Thank you, Pam, for sharing those with me. Here is Debbie Menez. I was really happy to see this because this is a technique that I have also tried. This is Brusho on glossy white paper. So pretty. This is from Heike Bolza, and she's from Germany. I was so happy to run into Heike and have one of her cards, which I will keep this and treasure it because she is one of the paper crafters that I very much admire, and I really, really love seeing her work. So this was really, really beautiful, and I think this might be on shimmery white paper. Could be, or it should say. No, it doesn't say on the back, but I'm guessing it is because it has so much sparkle to it. This is Samantha Shaw. Nina Urjevec. And look at how she's used that glitter paper. Perfect, isn't it? And we've got a little bit of embossing paste here. Karen Tochi. This one doesn't have the creator, but it is really pretty. Here is another calendar from Jackie, so it looks like I got 2 Jackie calendars. I'm a lucky girl. I'll have to share one with my husband. This is Carmen Reimer. She's from Canada. This is Nicole Zandbergen. This was one of my favorites because I love how she's used the washi. Just perfect. I'm always washi challenged. I don't do as well with washi as I do with other mediums. And when people have really good success with it, I really love seeing it. This is Donna Johnson. This one is not labeled, but check out how gorgeous it is. Very, very pretty. Lots of brusho here. This is Amy Wilson. This one doesn't have a name on it, but I really, really like it. And the young lady who made it, I had a nice conversation with, and she was very, very sweet. So if this is your card, I would love to be able to thank you personally. Debbie Rice. This is Michelle Phillips from the UK, and there is a chocolate here, as well as lots of yummy, yummy flavor on the front. Very pretty. This one is Julie Wettrick, It's very hard to see, but I think it's Julie Wettrick. This is from Ellie Kreutzer. I believe so. And she might be from another country, but I'm not able to say for sure. But it has one of these little things that we can use on our phone to move up and down instead of our finger. And it has a little tiny icon to be able to put. It has a name, but I can't think of what the name is. This is from Ruthie Berkey, and it's a chocolate that is decorated. And you know, my little kids are going to adore these chocolates. This one doesn't have a name either, but I love the texture that they've built up. And all the colors work so well together. And here's another one. It's a full card, but there is no name. And this one is Carrie Kizolowski. I hope I said that right. Carrie, if you're watching, then please forgive me if I've butchered your last name. This one is Michelle B. All of the bokeh really looks pretty. This is T.M. Latari. This one is from Charlotte. Now we're getting into some of the cards that are from my roommates also. But this is absolutely stunning from Charlotte. This card is made by Cheryl Miller, another one of my roommates. And the way she's put it together is that it opens up full like this. Now, if you're from Australia, then you perhaps understand what this means by saying cheers, big ears. And I was taught that it's, the way you say it is cheers, big ears. And then the other person replies with same goes, big nose. And it is a toast in Australia. And so this one is made by Cheryl Miller from Australia. She came all the way to Orlando, and so did Jackie McGee. This one does not have a full name, but it says Ceal P, C-E-A-L. And these are some of my favorite colors. Michelle Musumeci. I'm not sure if I've gotten that name spelling right. Please forgive me, Michelle. This one also does not have a name, but it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Looks like classic Christmas here. Lots of layers as well. And here's another one that does not have a name. And this doesn't have a name either. This one is Cheryl D'Souza. She's from Canada. Very pretty. This one is Angie Pegram. Very nice card. This one does not have a name either, but it's inside. It's Carol Fick. It may be Carol Fick Milford or Carol Fick from Milford, Nebraska. But Carol, we know for sure, is your first name. And she's even colored the polka dotted ribbon. Isn't that great? So much detail. And I've got just a few more. We're getting close to the end here. I have another one of these little small things from Julie DiMatteo, but this one has Tic Tacs inside. And it closes up. A small little 3D. Oh, here's the card that came from my DDM, Jessica. I'll show you what it looks like. Isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. And there's just the right texture and sparkle. She's got some vellum behind here. Very, very nice. And this is mint macaron. Gorgeous. So this is made by Jessica Warner. friend Wendy Lee gave this wonderful little gift. And I believe there is supposed to be another side that might have fallen off. But you pull the sides, and it's like a magic slider. That I can see that she's got a lot of mechanical work inside here. And this is tacked down here in the front, and it's tacked in the back. And you close it up, and it's supposed to close like this. And it's nice and sparkly. It's beautiful. And this is from my friend Wendy Lee. This is the Prize Patrol bag that I had, Prize Patrol badge. And these are the swap cards that I shared. And I still have some left that I did not get done swapping. So let's see how many have I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. So if you would like one of these cards, then I will give away 5 of them on Facebook and 4 of them on YouTube. All you have to do is comment and say, give me one of your swap cards. And the first people that do it, I will email you and get your address if I don't already have it. Because I want to give these cards out too. And the last card that I'm going to share is a special card that's created from Bronwyn Eastley. And she is, I talk about Bronwyn a lot, you guys know that. She is the owner of Addictive Designs. And this is a very special fancy fold card. So I'll get it together here. It's kind of flattened out a little bit, but that's the great thing about the way that she designs her cards is that they mail completely flat. But when you open them, check it out. What do you think? Can you see all that dimension? And I'll lay it flat so that you can see as well. So you can put it out like this, and it folds out perfectly flat, or leave it in the box type of orientation. And this is something that can be displayed in the winter holidays. Absolutely gorgeous. I can't say enough about how much I love this. It's going to go in a special place. And of course, there's always room on the back to be able to write. And this is just unbelievably stunning, isn't it? I know you guys love it. Oh, good. I'm so glad that you guys are writing. Yes. Write on there that you want one of my swap cards, and I'll send them out. So the first 5 people on Facebook, and then if you're watching this on the replay on YouTube, then the first 4 people are the ones that will get it. So no pressure. You know, if it's just whoever watches it and is able to comment, then I'll send you out a card. And I absolutely love this. So that's all I have for the swap cards. I do have some special gifts if you'd like to stick around a little longer. No obligation at all, but I have some gifts that my friends have given, and some of them have special packaging. And these are from my roommates and from some of my best friends that I only get to see once a year. And there's some gifts for the kids as well. So I'm going to grab those next. I think I missed a stamp set. This stamp set, it must have fallen on the floor. But this is a beautiful stamp set too. This was another giveaway at OnStage. Here is a gift from my friend Charlotte. Some of the gifts I know who they're from, and some of them I don't. So forgive me if I don't get the names right. I probably won't give the names for all of them, but this is an absolutely gorgeous teacup, coffee cup. It is extremely heavyweight, and there was a really pretty gift tag with it. And there was another gift that came with it that had a small package of chocolate spoons, which I gave to my sister because my sister did all the driving for us while we were in Orlando in our car rental. She did all the driving. This is the tag that Charlotte created. And so I shared with my sister. Really, really pretty. I know that some of these things are put together so nicely that it's just, I'm in awe. Here is a fun gift package that is from my friend Rebecca, and she is from Australia, and there are some gifts for the family in here. Let's see see if I can get everything out intact. Some of the gifts are for me. I think there's probably like one gift for everybody. So, of course, I've got to share that here is a jar of Vegemite that is from, it's an Aussie, totally an Aussie food. I haven't tasted it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to taste it because it is, I don't know if it's allergy friendly or not. But my husband, oh, no, it does have wheat in it and barley, which they have gluten, which I have an allergy. I have way too many allergies. But this is something that my husband is going to absolutely adore. So the classic Vegemite from Australia. Yes, that teacup is gorgeous, isn't it, girls? I absolutely love it. And she's gotten for each one of the kids a little koala bear keychain. And it's very, very soft. They're really going to love it. So the kids really like soft things. And these are you can see that they're very soft and cuddly. And they'll absolutely love them. But this is my favorite part because I know this part was for me. Then I don't have to worry about sharing it with my husband. This is one of the copper tea tins or copper tins from the catalog. And she's covered it in gorgeous papers and beautiful die cuts and some of the copper stickers. And it has added Wink of Stella to everything. It's absolutely just a stunning gift. And I'll show you what is inside. If I can get the lid. It's put on very well. Put this here. Inside is a small card that fits inside. Just, tucks inside. And it has a very good, a very special note inside, which I absolutely adore. And I love that she made this for me. I was very moved that she made this for me. So if you're watching this back, I absolutely adore it. So this is I'll show you the different views. This is almost like a little mini album. And it has a clasp that's made out of magnets. You can see that she glued the magnets down. And then inside are these wonderful little envelopes filled with tea. And this is Aussie tea, but we also have these brands here in the United States. So we have a Lady Grey tea, and then see it just tucks right in. Isn't that amazing? Beck is she's so talented. And this is a fruit flavored tea. This one is Australian afternoon. Oh my goodness, my husband's gonna just go crazy over this one. Oh wow. He loves a nice strong tea. And yes, he's gonna absolutely adore this. You hit the nail on the head, Becca. You got it for him. And this one is another fruit tea. So that is amazing. So do you guys love this? I absolutely adore it. The creativity level on this project is way up there. Very, very sweet of her to make that. Okay, so this is from Rebecca. And this, she brought it all the way from Australia, which was so thoughtful. Here is I haven't even opened this yet. I'm just opening these things with you guys. This is a pillowcase. I'm thinking it's a pillowcase. And this is from my dear friend Paula. And it is Winnie the Pooh. And Winnie the Pooh has a special place in my heart. Yes, it is a pillowcase. Aw, I love this. Oh, this is so well made. It's a handmade pillowcase. And it has Pooh Bear and all of the characters from the 100 Acre Wood. I love this so much. I'll have to call you later, Paula, because I know you're home by now. And this is, I love this. And look, she's even put some very special washi tape on here. Perfect. And this is how I love that we can use our Stampin' Up! Products to make gift tags for something that's not, it doesn't have to be Stampin' Up! It's a gift. And then we can make our own gift packaging or tags. So nice. And that is from Paula. have some more things here. This was created by Tanya, and I'll show you that in just a moment. This is Tanya. This is Rhonda. And I might be getting some of the names wrong on these items, so please forgive me if I'm getting the names wrong. Okay, grab this whole bunch of things here. So this is Tanya, these are from Tanya, and I think these are Tanya too. And this is from Rhonda, and it is a chocolate or a hot chocolate flavored lip balm. Isn't that fun? And I know just a little boy who loves to eat chocolate and leave chocolate fingerprints all over mommy's white chair whenever she is out of town. You guys know who I'm talking about, don't you? I know you know, because he's a crazy boy. And these items were created by my friend Tanya, and she's gotten some little chocolates for the boys. And these, she said she made specially for me. It's the Fox and the Hound. It's all about friendship. These are not Stampin' Up, but absolutely, absolutely love it. And Tanya's coloring is always perfect. Just perfect. Here is a gorgeous little treat holder. You could put anything you want inside. And Tanya has put her special favorite blend of all natural tea. And this is tropical green tea. And I absolutely love it. It smells really nice. It has a very nice fragrance. And she's got a tiny little button sewn on here. Yes, it is sewn with thread directly onto the DSP. Put a little hole punch, and look how well that goes together. Is this not the coolest? The coolest. The creativity on some of my friends is unbelievable. Here are some treats from Australia given by various different people. And here is some, looks like it's pretzel balls, but it says Great Australian Bites. And some eucalyptus drops. Aren't these cool? The Tim Tams are a cookie that I think we can get here in the United States now, but it's only been very recent. But these are supposed to be absolutely wonderful. And my husband loves chocolate. Loves chocolate. And the kids do too. So here's a different variety. Some of these items are from Jackie and Cheryl and from Bronwyn. And Bronwyn also included this little Tasmanian devil, and she's from Tassie. Isn't that the cutest? And I know my son Trip is gonna just take it over. Maybe I can hide it and put it in my studio someplace so that I can, whenever I see it, I'll think of her. But I have a feeling that the kids are gonna take it over. Oh, your daughter loves the Tim Tams, Anne-Marie? They look yummy. And I think they have a little hint of chocolate and coffee to them, from what I've been able to tell. So here also is a card from my friend Cheryl from Australia. All of this gorgeous fussy cutting is just unbelievable. So I have to show you the card and a very touching note inside. We've been like best friends for a long time, and we finally got to meet in person. And here is this gorgeous little pouch that she gifted to me. And yes, this is going to be not for the kids. The kids are not going to get to even touch this. I'm going to put it away. And it is handmade. It says Muralapi, and it has a picture of the artist on the back. And I think it's totally cool. So this is like an artisan type of thing from Australia. And inside, I found some more items. She has put a 25th anniversary of Stampin' Up's keychain inside. So if you've got one of these keychains, and you probably have had a look at this, so thoughtful of her to include that. It's so pretty. And then here's a pen that is made out of turned wood. And it says Australia. So this was a pen that was created by Jackie, my other friend from Australia. Her husband created this pen because he is a wood artisan. So this stuff is like really special to me. I very much love it. And I've got a little bit more. Clear these things away. I would really love to try one of those eucalyptus drops. I have some gifts for the kids that are from Cheryl and her husband, and I'm not going to open them because I wanted to give those directly to the children and let them open them up. But wasn't that really thoughtful? And then I had more gifts that were for the kids, and then some gifts that arrived before we went out of town too. My dear friend Robin, she created a package and sent it, and it was for the kids so that they could have something while Mommy was gone. And isn't that thoughtful? Amazing. This little gift package is something I wanted to keep it intact as much as I could so I could share it with you guys. It did get a little bit mangled in my suitcase. I tried my best, but it was something that it's very, very beautiful that I just have to show. So this is a velvet ribbon, a gold clip, and some of the gold trim, and it opens up this way. This was created by my friend Marcy Denning, and Marcy traveled to OnStage from Canada. So this is the way that she reinforced all of the designer series paper here, which was already heavy, but she made this little carrier perfect. And she said she kept this flat this way so that she could put it together and have it, and it looked beautiful when she gave it to me, but the travel in my suitcase is what kind of, it kind of messed it up a little bit. But she's got lots of shimmer paint everywhere. There's lots of die cuts. There's lots of sparkle. And if you know Marcy, then you know that Marcy is all about bling, and she does it so well and so perfectly. And all of these colors are just amazing. She's got all these nice heavy contrasts between the purple and the pink. And this is one of the large boxes that she has used a brayer and colored the box. And these boxes are available from Stampin' Up. So you can see here that the box has been assembled, but when she colored it, she laid it out flat and she used the brayer to go over it like that. And here is the card that she created to go along with it. And it has just the right amount of pearls and sparkle. And you guys know, if you know Marcy, you know that it's going to be gorgeous. And then she put a gift inside. Marcy and I know each other very well. And she got me this body butter that doesn't have any scent. And it's all natural. She and I both have issues with allergies and migraines, things like that we're kind of like, sisters that way. And she just knew that this was going to be perfect. So I'll show you what it looks like inside. And it has no scent at all. I do like things that are scented, but I'm kind of sensitive to smells. And so I have to kind of test them out before I use them. I can't put something on my hands that I know is going to affect my allergies. But this was perfect and absolutely stunning packaging. What do you guys think? Isn't that amazing? Marcy is awesome. So I put this back together. I'm going to have to save this package because it's just too gorgeous to not be saved. And then she created the little handles here from the oval dies. Hi, Leonie. So pretty from Marcy. Amazing. And I think I have one more. That I saved for last. And here's something fun. These are some cups that I got from Disney World. And my oldest son really likes Beauty and the Beast. It's his favorite. And then this has a picture of Gaston and LeFou, which is his sidekick. And when Joanne and I went, we got it's like a frozen apple juice with some whip on it, and it was all natural, so I was able to drink it. And so we had these little cups that we brought home so that the boys, each one of the boys will have their own little cup. And it looks like a barrel, looks like wood, but it's plastic. So it won't last forever, but it'll last them for a while. And they'll be so excited over it. Now this is part of a gift package that I got from my dear friend Robin. And I was so surprised with all the stuff that was inside. She's got a little sleeve here because of course we were in Orlando, Florida. So she's got a tropical theme here. And I love this. I haven't opened it up yet. I just opened everything today, so I'm going to be able to put it into use. There is a little measuring that has a J. And I love the artwork on this. So it's like a tape measure and then you push the middle. And this is a very quick way to be able to measure something out real quick. See, we know that this is a certain size. And it has metric and imperial, which is really handy. And I don't have one of these robins, so you really, really got me the perfect thing. It worked out so well. This is for my studio. This is a wood block, and it has this really beautiful, I'm not sure what the technique is this, but it's like you put down a piece of paper or fabric and you cover it with, decoupage. That's what it's called. It's decoupage. And it's just perfect. So this is for my studio, and it's a dream catcher, and Robin told me she wishes that all my dreams come true. And that was so sweet and touching. This is a beautiful little candy, and I have to show you guys how this is wrapped up. This is perfect. She's wrapped the bar, and she's wrapped the unit. Perfect. Isn't that amazing? And inside is World's Finest Chocolate, which is literally the best chocolate. The Boy Scouts usually sell it, and sometimes softball teams and things like that. And it's not something that people can get all the time. So it's absolutely wonderful. And caramel is my favorite candy, so this has got caramel in it. And here is a sachet that has the tropical look to it as well. And she's added a beautiful little bow, and it has a nice little decorative gem. And then here is one of Robin's cards that she brought, and it matches everything else perfectly. She did so well on nailing the theme for Orlando. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And here is one of Robin's business cards that she included too. And this is wonderful. Absolutely stunning. And it's both sides are so pretty. And I think this is probably about everything we have. I'm going to flip the camera back around one more time. So I am very blessed to have gotten so many gifts from so many wonderful people. And I was able to get swap cards from so many great card makers. This is a wonderful way to get ideas and inspiration. Swap cards are something that is going to give you an idea on something that you can create on your own, and you can give the credit to the person who made it. Most of the swap cards that I get, I usually turn around and turn them into full cards, and I donate them to like the local nursing home, someplace that it's a card, it's a potential card, and that way it's something that somebody else can use. There are lots of shelters or food banks, so if there's some kind of a thank you card, then I usually turn those over to the local food bank so that they can write thank you notes to people that are making donations. And any other worthwhile charity is always in need of some kind of card. So that's where all my swap cards go to. So I turn them into, I cut usually a card base from Whisper White, and then I will turn them over to, I'll just, tack down the card front if it's not a full card, and then I'll give those. Betty says, Betty's off to work. Okay, Betty. Thanks for sticking with me so long, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And so all of these cards, some of them I save because if I know I'm going to display them, if it's from a special friend, then I'll put them up in my studio and I'll display them out for a while, and then I'll tuck them away somewhere safely when another card comes in. But I'm so blessed. And I thank you all. Anybody who has swapped with me, here's a personal thank you. I'm so excited to have gotten your card and to share one of my cards with you. Now I will be able to go back in and watch the comments, and I will pick the first 5 people here on Facebook, and then I'll pick the first 4 people on YouTube, and I'll contact you and let you know that I'm going to send one of my swap cards out to you, and you'll be able to do a little bit of the experience from OnStage from your own home, which is pretty exciting. Thank you all so much for staying with me today. I want to reiterate that if you're in need of a demonstrator, I'm happy to be able to work with you. I can send you a catalog, and if you need a catalog for the upcoming occasions, it doesn't start until January, but my catalogs will be mailed out in December. So you'll need to let me know as soon as you can, because that process is going to start before you know it. I know we're already looking at spring and summer card making supplies, and we're not even through Thanksgiving yet. If that's a little bit speedy for you, then don't hesitate to be able to just say, I like a catalog, but I'll wait a little bit. On the other hand, if you like your catalog now, I'll be able to get them to you as soon as I get them to me. I will be back later, probably early next week. I'll be getting my pre-order in. It's already on its way from Stampin' Up. There will be goods in there that are from the catalog, from the special list of items that we could order in advance called the PPP. I forgot what it's called. The Premier Product Purchase is what I think it's called, or Product Purchase Premier. And that's the special list of items that we can order from the occasion's catalog in advance, because we can't order everything. But very soon, whenever the general ordering pre-order opens up, then if you want to join the Stampin' Up family and get those supplies early, and I gotta tell you, there's some new butterflies that you guys are just going to flip over. We lost a few butterflies before whenever they retired, but the new butterflies that are coming in are unbelievable. You guys are gonna love it. So if you want to get those things in your starter kit, you will be able to do that, and I'll let you know whenever the dates come around for that. It'll be coming up before you know it. Being a Stampin' Up demonstrator has changed my life, and it is all for the better, and I would be happy to share that experience with you guys as well. For now, thanks for taking the time to stick with me. I'll be working on those giveaways in just a few minutes, and I hope that you all have a fantastic day. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.